I almost feel like this should be a new series on my vlog. Call it the rental car cup holder videos. Because I'm not even trying anymore to position the car, or position the smartphone up in any of the areas towards the front. And I know some of these cars I could do it, but I just feel like that's a waste of time. With so many cars they don't, but I could shove it in the cup holder and all of them and sort of point it at my face. Oh, it came up on military time. Oh my god, I hate that. Come on, let me adjust it. Oh, and it's busy searching for Sylvia's iPhone, and this is a Honda, so I'm gonna have no control over the stupid stereo until it gives up trying to find an iPhone that's not in here. Man, I hate that shit. So this is a Honda SUV crossover thing. That's what they all are these days. Oh, now it's searching for Galaxy S22 Ultra. I got a feeling this car has a list. Now it's searching for, I can't even read, Torbrit, T-O-R-B-R-I-T. It looks like it's actually trying to search, upon me starting the car, trying to search for every renter's smartphone it's ever been paired with. Oh, it's back to searching for Cynthia's iPhone. You've got to be kidding me. Is there a way to clear this out? Delete device. Disconnect all device. Can we do that? Nope, that's grayed out. Delete device. This function is not available while the vehicle is in motion. Jeez, I think it wants me to keep my eye on the road or something. How boring is that? I just want some fucking music on and have it quit looking for a phone that isn't connected. There's a button that says radio. Will that work? Oh, I got AM radio. Awesome. 1250. 1260 just don't come in at night. I'm loving 1260 AM, by the way. Great song on here too. Hear that? Queen, One Vision, from the Highlander soundtrack and the Kind of Magic album. It's coming in horrible, but I love the song. Maintenance Too Soon. Yeah. There's no black and no whites. It's actually one of my favorite Queen songs. A lot of people aren't familiar with. That's why I love this station, 1260 AM, because they play stuff like this, but it always sounds so bad. But I hear it clearly in my head once I can kind of hear it messy in my ears. Dream of sweet illusion. I kind of want to sit here and listen to this song. I freaking love this song. Look what they've done to my dreams. I don't know that I've ever sang this at karaoke before. I would rock the shit out of this song. Give me your heart. Now I'm totally motivated to sing Queen, One Vision at a karaoke show. Although I think the reason I've never sang it at my show is, if memory serves, I have a really mediocre version of it. Alright, lights are on, auto. Just wanted to double check that. There's that big old van I drove earlier. Still sitting here waiting for an oil change. See a pickup truck in the kickouts with its bed lights on. I'm just going to ignore that and hope they turn themselves off. Whoa! Did I do that? See some blue Charger lights at the Charger bank over here, but unless there's empty space and I'm putting maintenance vehicles on it after the shop closes, I don't mess with these Chargers anymore. Which isn't to say I don't charge vehicles anymore. I just don't mess with those chargers. Wow, I'm seeing like 3 blue lights over there too. Part of me wants to ask one of the car washers that's more fluent in English, or one of the ones that I know that messes with those, if they want me to start pulling cars off the blue lights there and bringing them to them. But for now, I got more than enough maintenance vehicles sitting up in maintenance lines to not let myself get distracted by anything like that. What the hell? This is weird. There's an SUV right here with its trunk pop. I'm sure that was done for a reason to indicate something, but nobody told me what that reason is, so I'm just ignoring it. And of course, they're not going to write on the windows because these are cleans off to my right. These are clean vehicles, so no marking on the windows. What's up with them? Vehicle directly in front of me sitting by itself. I think I'll go get it. I always try to grab the ones that are sitting by themselves just to kind of create more space for lining vehicles up. And it's a Chrysler minivan. I forget what the hell these are called. Oh, it's a hybrid. Neato. Oh, nice. I met Crisscross once as a cab driver. That was a fun night. Automatic high beams enabled. Okay. Oh man, I was hoping I'd get a little more Crisscross than that. Alright. It doesn't seem like the vehicle started, but I think this is one of those hybrids that when you start it, it just goes into electric mode and kicks on the gas engine if needed. So if I'm careful how I accelerate, I won't even need to use gas. I'll be able to do this move completely on electric. Man, that touchscreen is right in my face. Wow. Me driving in a dark area, as much as my eyes struggle with contrast, having a bright white background touchscreen in the middle of the dash is not a good thing. I won't say it's a Pacifica, but I think this is something smaller. Yikes, my mirrors are not pulled out. I feel like I'm blocking somebody behind me. I can't see behind me right now. Oh no, I'm not. Now the mirrors are all kinds of wonky and I should have moved them before I started. God, this is like the worst Sugar Ray song. I mean, I know it's a really popular song, but as Sugar Ray goes, this is mediocre and boring. Hey, but it's got a guest reggae rapper in it, so that makes it cool, right? Supercat, I think that was his name. I don't know, it's a catchy song. Alright, I'm done with this one. I just put it in the flip ramp. I am going to go flip out the mirrors though, because I don't understand why the car washers don't do it when they put them in the clean line. Like, it would just make more sense for them to do it than everybody down the line having to mess with it. Not going to get a good angle on me in this car. Seems like I've got good angles in these cars before. This is a Chevy Malibu. Oh, this as soon as I get into it. You know, it used to be I was driving tons of these, and there seem to be a lot less lately. I like these. They're pretty basic. They call it a full-size sedan. I'd say it's a mid-size sedan, but comfortable. And everything in the right place as far as moving shit around on these. So,
the busy new.
Kind of a played out track, but I still like this one. So, couldn't help but notice when I brought that last hybrid minivan, which is not a Pacifica, it was like a smaller minivan, I think. I mean, I guess it might have been a Pacifica, I didn't look at the back of it. Well, it was a Chrysler. There was a car washer behind me doing up-downs. And of course, every time the car washers start doing up-downs, the flip ramp goes to hell. I don't know why those guys are so incapable of parking cars in straight lines. There are car washers over on the Hertz side. They're They're a different breed. to put it real nicely, they're a different breed. So at 7:25, it's another f-stop, oil change. So I noticed just the other day, and as I said, I've been driving these Chevy Malibus around a long time, that there's some buttons on the back side of the steering wheel on the left and right side, and I just noticed that by accident, like yesterday and the day before. I guess yesterday, I was working at factory the day before, that the ones at least on the left side control the stereo. It's like a super bizarre place to put buttons of any kind. I was wanting to look at those buttons while it was still light outside. Now it's dark, so I'm not going to be able to see them. Love this song, Backdoor Man by the Doors. Yeah, it's so dark I really can't see it. I mean, I guess shine some light on it. At least these cars, it's real obvious when the headlights are in the auto position, and pretty much always they get left in them. The lights are on the dash to the left of the steering wheel. Flashlight on an Obama Phone 5. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's two buttons and they're completely unlabeled. I mean, not that you'd really be able to see the labeling on them anyway, but yeah, they're unlabeled. Aha! So the one on the top scrolls across the presets at the top of the stereo to the right, and the one on the bottom scrolls to the left. Well, that's good to know. And the middle position is all out of orange hats. That's also good to know. I eat more chicken than men ever seen. Yeah. I need to sing this the next time I'm over at Wander Inn. Oh, it looks like things are going to be changed on Wander Inn Karaoke. A manager that upset me so badly in a short time period I worked over at Royale Lounge. Looks like she's eliminating Saturdays, but is going to give Kimmy Thursdays over at Royale Lounge. I'll definitely go to that and support that. I mean, shit, Royale Lounge is like right around the corner from the car rental center. Alright, and another short move out of the gatekeeper line. It's a Nissan sedan. I don't know, Maxima, Altima. I can't tell them apart. I didn't look at the writing on the back. It has the little... Wow, this must be a newer version because the screen is a lot different than what I'm used to in these. Home. I guess this is home. Wow, I thought the old ones were annoying. This is really annoying. AM, FM, Sirius XM. Let's go to Sirius XM. I don't have headlights on. Oh, cool. Light mode guidance on the dashboard. That's a good thing. Fan blowing me more than I like. 70s on 7 coming on. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. So the new screen eliminated the volume knob. Oh no, there it is. They just moved it. This must be a newer model. So the volume knob being to the left, it's in the middle. Oh my god, we got a fucking ass cooker coming on in this thing. Where the button is to turn that off. Man, I'm still having PTSD flashbacks to that Tesla Model 3. It was literally burning my ass with the seat warmers. Okay, there it is. All right, well, that was easy enough to turn off. Barry Manilow, really? Yeah, I used to really love Barry Manilow when I was younger. Not so much into him anymore like I used to be. Every now and then I'm in the mood for one of his songs. I mean, there's no denying he's an epically great singer. 7:31. Looks like we made it. I'm gonna do another one of those silly short moves in the kick out line. Just because this little Chevy SUV, I forget what the hell these are called. It's got a different screen than a normal. You know, I got a feeling that that's just a screen setting with the car stereo. That there's the normal theme and then there's this one here. What the fuck is that noise?
10 through 12 at the Westworld. Info at Body Art Expo.
Did y'all hear that? Whatever that was, it sure as hell didn't sound good. Now the way they got this one all in the back of the kick-out lane, it's kind of almost but not quite commingled with the windshield chip cars. So I just want to bump it forward. That way they know it's supposed to be here. Yeah, this has got the same kind of Chevy General Motors stereo screen, but it's got a different look on it that I see from time to time. Where when it's on FM, it's got this. It's got that. I like that graphic, but I like the normal screen better because it's just a little more user-friendly. And otherwise, this looks the same as what I'm seeing on home, so I'm thinking that might be an option to set it to look like that. That was awkward. I almost stepped in this Chevy Suburban. But that was sure awkward getting out of that last vehicle. I was going to the back just to look and see what kind of vehicle it was. It was a Chevy Equinox. Couldn't for the life of me remember what those things are called. And there was somebody parking a car directly behind me, and I damn near walked in front of him to look at the back of the car. At which point I kind of gestured at him to move forward, and I'm sure I looked like an idiot. He's probably looking at me like, what the fuck is that guy doing? All right, I'm in the Chevy Suburban. It's loading SXM. It says loading audio. Can you play something for me? Yeah, the infotainment system that's in the Chevy Suburbans I'm not as fond of. So I'm glad it just immediately went to 80s on 8. Because I can pretty much always hang with 80s on 8. So I could take this. Wow, XM's cutting out for some reason. I could just put this in the flip ramp, or I can put this in the main reserved area, which is for vans and trucks and convertibles and SUVs. Being that this is a giant ass Suburban, I think that's probably the better place for it. Boy, that's really annoying how music keeps cutting out. Makes me wonder whether there's an issue with the antenna or whether it's just lagging because the thing just started up and it's still not fully booted yet. Anyway, with the up-down drive, or with the car washers doing up-downs right now, and those guys drive like fucking maniacs, by the way, I think it will make more sense to just put this into the reserved area. I'm driving across the lanes that I've been told not to. I'm just trying to look for the best space to put it in reserve. This looks like a good one. I just find it a lot easier to drive in from the back side of these spots and just pull forward to the right spot, as opposed to trying to back something, especially something this big, into them. I get them a lot nicer and straighter when I do it this way. There's a new up-down driver walking in front of me. Got a blue trainee vest on. Alright, so I parked this on reserve. I gotta go to one of the screens and key it in. It's 7:39, so at this point there's no rush in me getting stuff down to the shop. They've already pulled everything they're gonna pull from the lines. That space 895, which is not far from the machine to key it in. There's one of those plug-in electric Willys Jeeps, the plug-in hybrid. A lot of mixed feelings about those, but overall I really like those. I can only imagine how expensive they are. Well, that was awkward. Just had to backtrack all the way from the machine where I key in the location of the vehicle to the stall because I forgot the stall number. Used to do that all the time. I've gotten pretty good at remembering it, but yeah, I got the machine, couldn't remember the stall number to save my life, so I had to walk back and made a point to write it down this time. Badge number, stall number 895. Processing. Stall is already occupied. Wow. Oh man, this is my first time making it over to the dollar maintenance line since bringing that big van out of here. And holy crap, it is overflowing. I didn't expect this. When I left here last, there were just a couple of cars here, so I wasn't too worried about it. So it's another Ford Explorer with the safety hold. Was going to pull the vehicle. There was two vehicles in front of it, which is some kind of an SUV. I was going to pull that one next. And it's got a code on it that I don't know on the window. It says P. That's all it says. They just put a P on it. So I think when I get this over, since the shop is still open for a little bit longer, I'm gonna pop in and ask Barry if he knows what the hell I'm supposed to do with a car that says P. I have no idea what a P hold stands for. I wonder if that's something new or just one that I've never had to deal with yet. Oh, I just love when the radio comes on to static.
They commit, and you can sell your house in as-is condition with no repairs.
Oh, 7:47? That doesn't seem right. Is it really that late?
We'll put it in writing and we'll guarantee it. We're not going to bait and switch you by offering a high amount contingent upon inspections.
Yeah, it is.
Then down the road,
Obama
come back
phone
and try to
5 says
renegotiate to a lower
7:47
price.
too.
Price I offer the first time.
Probably Dave Ramsey on KTAR, so no point in leaving it there. Better change that. Better change that. That's the band that cannot be played on YouTube. Yeah, up yours, Don Henley. Don Henley. Oh, that was the Stuff commercial.
We want to say thank you in a meaningful way this Veterans Day.
I've been trying to get a recording of that new Amazon Stuff commercial, and that was it, and I didn't even recognize it.
We thought you might want to hear a special...
No, I don't want to hear none of that. I'd rather hear the Mexican music. At least this is happy. Wow, this is an iHeart radio station too? They've literally taken over everything. having that moment where I couldn't remember what the hell this vehicle was, as far as like what its designation was, where I'm taking it. But it's the Ford Explorer safety hold. One of those. Uh-oh, this mechanic's kind of in my way. Those aren't guys that can answer any questions for me. I'm gonna go ahead and ask Barry what's up with P on the window, since he's leaving in like 10 minutes. And after he leaves, I really won't have anybody that can answer that question. Well, that was good timing. I managed to catch Barry on his way out. And for a quick conversation, I learned a lot. By the way, I'm getting into some kind of a Dodge SUV. Oh, we got a rear howler coming on. Oh, for God's sake, how do I... Oh, it's on loud, too. How the fuck do I make that stop? Oh, for goodness sake, I'm gonna climb it in the touchscreen. Rear climate. Off. I don't know how people can drive with those things on, but that coming from the back of the vehicle. I absolutely cannot drive a vehicle with that sound coming from the back. That's like nails on a fucking chalkboard. But at least the music came on immediately. It was good. Seats in a pretty good position. Got standard power seats on it. It's like not a huge, but a fairly large SUV. It's a Dodge. I don't know what these are called. I don't drive a lot of these though. It's got the same kind of shifter as like a Challenger or a I forget what the four-door sedans are that we have a lot of that are so popular that are kind of like a muscle car. Drives good. So, yeah, I asked him about P. He goes, I don't know, PMs, I guess. Yeah, he says he's never heard of just a P on the window by itself. He asked one of the mechanics, and that guy also said he had no idea. So I said, well, so I'll just put an orange hat on it, and if it's wrong, somebody can sort it out tomorrow. So yeah, apparently somebody just wrote the wrong shit on the window. Makes me feel a lot better hearing that from them, as opposed to, you know, me being the one that's off. Well, this seems awfully big and bulky, this SUV, and it's at 27,000 miles, so it's way too much. So it's a little bit too much miles to go into PC. So I'm gonna put it over here in reserve with the big SUVs. Kind of making a killing machine row over here. This is big enough to qualify as a killing machine. Although to be fair, it's a little less annoying to drive than most of them are. So anyway, yeah, so person riding P is just confused. And I got a lot more explanation on what's going on with the Ford Explorers. I'll be talking about that in a bit, because that's an extreme WTF kind of moment.